Hey everyone, welcome to the MContent AMA. I'm here with our tech team today, Zuhair and Olu. You guys know Zuhair. Maybe we can give a brief introduction. Olu is the newest member of our team. As you guys know, Zuhair is our product manager. Olu is our Web3 blockchain developer. You guys want to say, Zuhair, for the new people,
Yeah,
let them know a little bit about what you've done here and your experience.
yeah. So, hi guys. A lot of you already know me. We've been in several AMAs, on several groups. We've worked together to obviously develop this platform, make it what it's become today, and what it is going to become in the future, of course. Um, and obviously, I want to introduce you all to Olu as well today. It's been a great pleasure working with you. He's just recently joined. Olu, would you like to tell a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, definitely, sure. Hi guys, my name is Oluwafemi Alopet, but you can call me Olu for short. Everyone does that. Yeah, yeah. So I'm a full stack blockchain developer, and I've got like about 10 years experience as a full stack developer, and uh, as a blockchain developer, about like 3 years, and I've worked with DeFi, ReFi. Um, I've worked with like Oracle and all of those stuff, and I'm really excited to be part of the MContent team. Um, Now I'm getting to work on Watch the Win, which is very exciting. So nice to meet you guys.
That's amazing. And guys, in the chat now, if you guys have tech questions, ask them now. We'll go through. We'll find some good questions. Oh, they're saying hello, by the way, to both of you.
Hi guys.
We have some questions we did pick from the community, some that we thought would be good, um, to ask that you guys have been wondering from past AMAs as well. Zuhair, I have the first question for you. Can you tell us some of the new features about the upcoming platform?
Well, of course I can. I obviously the community has helped us come this far, and we're doing this. The problem with this is that we can't really reveal too much, and yet we have to obviously keep our community informed as well. But yeah, so just the basic. There's a new and enhanced UI UX, following the way it's done around the world. So we're following the best practices in our new UI UX. There's a lot more to the UI UX part.
Right.
But it's an enhanced web and mobile experience that you guys are going to go through. The user journey has become so much better. And yeah, the biggest thing is advertising, of course.
It's amazing.
That's the most important part of what we wanted to do going forwards. Obviously, in terms of the project, that's something really big.
Yeah. And I think the advertising, guys, is really important for the growth and the scalability of our project, because it creates a way for the token to have a more circular economy, for advertising to cover cost of things, so it keeps buy pressure against the chart, which is great for you guys that are invested in the platform as well. And honestly, you guys are earning from advertising. So, that's the whole thing about decentralization and having a watch to earn platform, which I think is really amazing.
Yeah. So obviously going forwards, once you get to see the platform, there's so much to show. And we have spent these past 10-12 weeks working on a lot of emphasizing on the basic features, as well as making sure a secure and scalable platform comes out, and the ability to add in new features to build up this platform from where it is right now. Obviously, it's going to be a lot of fun when these guys see it.
Yeah. I'm excited for you guys to see it. It's amazing. And when it comes out, it's version 1. We're already working on versions in the future. A lot of stuff, and a lot of that is going to come from what you guys want to see. Because it's our project together. I think I stress it, and it's important to say every time. The next question is for you, Olu.
Nice.
How do you want to help make the platform more decentralized in the future? What ideas would you have?
Okay, yeah, that's a very good question. Thanks, Ryan. So right now, there are a couple of things that are like a bit centralized, which would help make decentralized like in the future. So the first will be like the storage of video on the platform. Currently, content creators' video on the platform are stored on S3 buckets, and that's like very understandable. I mean, most blockchain projects, I mean, there are a lot of big blockchain projects that are first when you're building out, just to make sure like they understand the architecture and the business model for a while. What they tend to do is try to put some parts, like centralize some parts of the project, and then over time they would entirely make it decentralized. And that's the approach that we are doing at MContent. So for example, for our video storage, like I mentioned, in the future we are going to make it entirely decentralized. We're going to like put it on the blockchain, but for now, because we are looking at a lot of like things, we're talking about like keeping the video safe and secure. We are trying to encode it, so the property of like the content creator is not put out there, you know. So all of those things are things that we have to consider when trying to like do all of these things. So in the future, that's one thing. Another thing again that we expect, which is like really like a huge part of the project, is trying to, which is giving back power to the content creators themselves. So we're trying to, we are going to introduce like DAO, and DAO being like decentralized autonomous organization, which simply means we are trying to allow the creators, the viewers, like those using the app, to be able to like help make decision in the direction of how like the project should go. For example, it's possible to like create a proposal, for example, to say we want this project to be supported on the platform, we want this project to be funded on the platform, we need this feature to be available on the platform, and every other person can vote on it. You know, right now it's just like the MContent team bringing all of this up, you know, adding features. But you know, eventually what we want is like the viewers, we want the creators to be able to like make all of this decision themselves, because the point of Watch to Earn is trying to like give power to like the creators and the content and the viewers themselves. So those are the kind of things that we should expect in the future. And of course there are more, but those two things, I mean, they are top. So I hope I've been able to answer your question.
I think the video storage is really interesting because it's like moving from this Web 2 to Web 3 space. You can't just do it like this. You still have to use some of the Web 2, like the storage and some of the security, and just kind of build on top of it until you get there. And that's how early we are to the space, you know?
Yeah, in terms of tech also, exactly. So, you know, we want to go ahead, but obviously the important thing was, and there were some roadblocks in our previous platforms. Obviously, the community helped us recognize all of those. And now that we not just what came from the community, we were working with professional organizations, tech companies, Transform UK. I've talked about them earlier as well, and they've really helped us come up with this system for development, taking things forward, and you know, from security, user rights, to securing the content on the platform, to having all of this possible to make it scalable. So yeah, there's one part to it, but then there's the more important part is the fact that we want to be entirely decentralized, bring everything blockchain inside of it. So yeah, so this is going to be real fun going forwards, and there's a lot of fun, you know, a lot of excitement, at least for me.
Right. I think I know it's a whole nother conversation, but what's interesting is right now that's some of the best Web 2 on the back end, like for security. If that's the best security right now, that's what we're going to go with because it's important to us.
Absolutely.
You know, until that evolves and we can change the platform in that way. Zuhair, you and I were speaking the other day, and we were talking about the improved search function, which I personally find very interesting. Can you tell the community more about that, how it works, or I don't know how much you can say, but...
Yeah, no, I can say a lot about it. So the fun part was during the process, we learned how you know, and we've come up with a, you know, tool which is helping us using various machine language algorithms to, you know, collect real-time data on what the user. So this is basically AI trying to understand what a user is, what they're looking for, so to get personalized results on the platform. So when you're logging in, and you know the kind of content that you want to watch, once you interact with this AI once or twice, it's going to be able to recommend you videos that you would like. Similarly, for Olu over here, it's going to be different. For me, it's going to be different. And in a similar way, what happens is then the search results are going to be enhanced as well. So whereas the platform now was not so personalized. The future platform that's going to be coming out pretty soon is going to be personalized. So it's basically every person has his own way of watching videos, watching content. You'll be able to do the same thing on the MContent platform.
It's pretty amazing,
Yeah.
honestly. Yeah, it's
You know, the process was amazing, and obviously the results, we've seen some of it.
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure you're going to see some of it
Yeah,
very
yeah, yeah.
soon, and then the rest of the audience is going to see what it does. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Guys, we're so excited to bring you this platform. I hope that you guys are just as excited as we are.
Yeah.
Olu,
Yeah, man.
I know you're new to the team, and although there's a lot of very interesting Web3 projects, platforms out there, there's a lot of people doing watch to earn, play to earn, stuff like this. When you saw MContent, what made you excited to come work here? What made you choose MContent? Like, was the idea? What was it?
I mean, you must be dying to ask that question.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll tell you something, right? I mean, when I first got into blockchain,
Uh-huh.
it was when it was like a DeFi hype and all of those things.
Right.
And why I really got into blockchain was because of the way blockchain is helping to decentralize finance. All right, and it's that way of the transparency, the fact that you can do transaction, that there are no centralized body, like all of those possibilities. Those were the things that made me like really go crazy about blockchain.
Yeah.
Having about like 7 years, 8 years as a full stack in Web 2 and then just jumping into Web 3. So that has like been my driving force. So in DeFi or finance, I would say it has been disrupted. I've done some work in NFT. I've done some work in ReFi, which is like regenerative finance. I mean, I felt like when I saw what MContent is doing, which is disrupting play to earn. I mean, watch to earn. Play to earn has already been disrupted, which is people playing game can earn. DeFi, same thing. People can stake and earn and all those things. But watch to earn is like a very fresh market. And looking at the MContent team, like seeing like the plan and all of those things that you have in place, that really got me excited. I want something that I wake up every day, every morning. I'm excited to go to work. It's that excitement, the things that I look forward to. I mean, people that will also be happy that you're working when you see people like using the app. You hear comments, you see all of these things online. So those were the things that got me into MContent. So I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
Especially being a platform that has, watch to earn, funding, making our own production, just everything disrupting the content space. And we're doing it.
Yeah.
There's no one else.
We're killing it.
Yeah, we're killing it too, right? Yeah, it's amazing. We're happy that you guys are on this journey with us also. It's awesome. I have one final question before we get to community questions. Zuhair, what are you most excited about, without revealing too much, what are you most excited about the new platform coming out?
Well, there are a lot of things. I know there's a different answer to this in terms of, the business teams are obviously looking at new features. The blockchain team and Olu.
I'm going to ask this to everybody, by the way.
Yeah,
at the
I
end.
know.
It's going to be my last question. for my
Yeah, I
guests.
think so. I think that, it's a good question for
Yeah.
everyone. But for me, I think the most exciting part, it's probably going to be a boring answer to you, but the most exciting part is the way the platform is all set to be a very scalable platform. So the ability to add new features in, and that will take much less time now than it was previously. Just like a lot of the other platforms out there are able to build onto the platform, get in new features. It takes a while. There is an R&D process and everything else that goes along with development. But yeah, we've got the process now. So I'm really excited about, in terms of tech. I know that putting in new things to the platform, which is what we have to do, obviously.
Right.
Is now much easier.
Right.
And obviously with this new platform coming out, there are a few things that people are going to be able to do, which is absolutely new. That's not out there in any other platform. You'll be able to Just to give you an example, set campaigns, boost videos, in a different way entirely.
Yeah.
You weren't able to do that before.
Yeah.
I hope I didn't give out too much. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's something that you'll be able to do. There's a ton of other features as well.
Right.
That's something that I just.
That's pretty amazing. And guys, we've done so much work on this platform to make it a global platform
Yeah.
and have so many types of usages and have it do so many things. And as the different versions come out, it'll grow larger and larger and larger. And we're just really excited about it. Let me go through this chat and find some questions.
Yeah, I saw a
real
fun
quick.
comment earlier.
Yeah.
I wanted to respond to that as well.
I saw one from Crypto Minnow. Shout out, man. A big supporter. Nice to see you in here again. He has a question. Will you be making the app compatible with Fire Stick?
Yeah, that's all of that is obviously part of the plan. Like I said, so the important thing over here was to make sure that we have this box which we can build up on, and we've been able to do that. Now, once the box is out, you could add in a lot of stuff. So tablets, phones, other devices, and one of the other devices is probably going to be, something that I cannot really reveal at this point. But yeah, that's also coming out pretty soon. So yeah, for sure, yeah.
I see. Are you guys going to considering IPFS partnerships such as Filecoin? We are looking into different partnerships in this regard. We'll have more info on this probably when we have Hani here from the blockchain team and all of us to talk about blockchain in general. One other question, will it have a YouTube feel to it? Watch list, watch later, playlist, all of this stuff.
Yep. So, and not just that, obviously. So the important thing is, like I described, the search feature. It's not just search; it's personalization. We want people to be able to. So I think I've mentioned it in one of my AMAs before as well. The target for Umair and the rest of the business team as well is basically they want this to be the easiest way for users to come into the crypto space, the blockchain space.
Right.
We want it to be the vehicle for mass adoption.
Right.
So for me, the most important thing in there is to make it easy, simple, fun to use this platform.
Right.
Just in the simplest things. If I could explain what the objective was for me over here.
Right.
So two objectives. Obviously, the first was to make something that is easy to build up on, and the other was, in terms of the user's experience, it should be something that is fun to do, fun to use. People like to do it. People do it all the time, and there's no trouble of how do I get this done? How do I do that? How do I do this? So yeah.
And for me, that's always been the recipe for the answer of mass adoption. It's finding a Web 2 utility like content, and then finding a Web 3 piece like our wallet, and then the rest of ease of access.
Yeah.
If you make them easier to connect, people understand, people learn. So
Absolutely.
I think our platform is exactly that, and we're very excited about it. Let's see if there's any other questions, guys. If you have any other questions, ask them now. Shout out to everyone, by the way. Ivan, nice seeing you in here again. I see Raphael, Crypto Minnow again. Rich Boy's in here. What's up? Sam Crypto. Kubi. Hey, Phil's in the chat. That's great.
Phil is. Hey, Phil.
Yeah. Evan Nelson. What's up, man? Nice seeing you in here. Some of the team members.
Can we scroll up
Lots
the
in
chat?
here. Yeah, I'm looking here.
Oh, okay, you're okay here.
Yeah.
So that me and Olu can pick up a few questions if there's anything.
What technology will MContent implement that competitors haven't used?
So we already have an edge over our competitors in the way that we're blockchain, right?
Right.
And now the important thing for us to be ahead of our competitors is to have something. And it's probably going to sound like I'm repeating this again and again, but the fact is, if you're able to build on top of a block, if it's an idea that Ryan comes up with, or Olu comes up with, and says, "Hey, let's plug this in," and if the box is compatible, it's easy to set in new things coming in. And I know, Phil, you've mentioned Phil being on the chat. We're discussing a few things that are really out of the box, and they're in terms of the content, in terms of how that content is going to be. It's going to be crazy, amazing. When I was part of the discussion that Phil pulled me into one of them, because obviously there's a tech angle to it. But you guys are going to see some crazy things. Honestly, just wait it out.
Yeah.
I would also like add to that. I mean, not going deep. What you've seen like a lot of people do like out there is, when you're trying to build something similar to what MContent is doing like on the blockchain, it's really trying to like focus on already existing like Web3 users. They're just going niche there. I mean, with MContent, we are really carrying everybody along. You see,
Yeah.
it's not like you have like the platform to watch and you're using like an external wallet. You have to learn how to use like MetaMask and all of those like technical jargon when it comes to Web3. But with MContent, like you just have your MContent app, you have blockchain, everything like all in one place. You have your wallet, you have your view, just as if you are using YouTube. Like the way it feels for you, that's how it feels when you come to MContent. Just same thing.
Yeah.
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 And content is an asset that covers every language, every religion, every country in the world. Everyone looks at content.
Absolutely.
So it's a world-class asset.
Yeah.
That we're moving into the Web3 space.
And the direction that the new generation is taking, we're going to have more and more content creators around the world. We've already seen a great amount of content creators coming in the last 2-3 years, and making it big. But obviously, the focus is to give back to the viewers as well, to the community that is a big part of the revenue industry inside of content. And I wanted to add on what Olu mentioned earlier in terms of how new features picking up from competition and stuff. Again, we have to be ahead of time.
Right.
We have to understand there are competitors out there. They might be working on something else. We might be working on something else.
Right.
And it's not really competition once you're out there. The competition really is getting all of these people on the platform and having to use them what we think is the way forward. And I think with the support of our community, I'm sure the word is going to go out there very soon.
Right.
And we're going to have a lot of users because, simply said, just the way he's put it, if I'm able to sell this to just a generation above me, people just a generation above me, and they use it and they say, hey, it's very easy.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with this.
Yeah.
It's not difficult to be part of the blockchain or crypto, which is something that's been keeping people away from it.
Right.
So if we're able to crack that, if we're able to make that easy, which is what the objective is right now,
Right.
we're going to have a lot of people.
Yeah, and it's what sets us apart is, we've said it a million times, giving the power to the viewer.
Yeah.
No one's doing it. No one's rewarding the viewer for their time. And they're really the most important aspect in the chain of content creation relation, It's between the creator and the viewer. Like, we're the only ones doing it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I saw one question. Can you please tell how Watch to Earn works? Sam, please visit about.mcontent.net. Download the beta app in the App Store right now, Apple, iOS, or simply go to mcontent.net, make a channel, and start watching to earn. You can do it right now.
Yeah, you can do it right now.
Someone asked, what about the live stream features? Is the new platform coming with it?
Not so much, can we?
No, we can't say too much. Yes and no. There's going to be I'd say I don't want to say.
there is gonna be a point in version 1 where things come out.
Yeah.
Where we need. How can I say this? This is all of our project. This is all of our platform. So when version 1 comes out, there's going to be a period when we need to hear from you to see what happens next.
Yeah.
So it is coming. It is in the plans. But everything's on a calendar. We need feedback from the community, and we will leave it at that.
Yeah.
But in the future, it's going to be there.
Absolutely.
100%.
100%. Yeah.
100%.
Live is one of the key things that we
I'm the worst at giving out too much information, so I'm trying to be super careful with this new platform.
You're doing a better job than I am.
I know. Okay, guys, I think we're about at our time limit. And actually, we're at
Someone said, "Nice to see Mr. Umair."
Yeah, Mr. Omer's in the chat.
Oh,
He's in the
there.
chat. He's in the
Oh,
chat.
Hey, Umair.
Yeah, yeah.
Boss, I hope I said everything.
Yeah, boss. We're being really careful. Boss is
Oh, that's
checking.
not really Umair. It's someone pretending.
No. I might be him.
Are you
Yeah,
sure?
I think so.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll find
We
out.
have a lot of pretenders.
Yeah,
I get a lot of
yeah,
rumors
yeah,
every
yeah,
day,
yeah.
you know.
Guys, thank you for joining the AMA. Monday, we have another one, 1 p.m. UTC. All next week, 1 p.m. UTC. Please join us. We'll have different team members talking about different aspects of this project, of the new platform, and what's coming for you guys. You want to say anything else?
Thank you very much, guys.
Thanks.
It was amazing.
All right,
Obviously,
Nice to meet everyone.
sorry, Alu.
See you guys.
Bye bye.